Wow, okay, wait, that's not bad actually. 6'6" HondaJet. We're good. Faster than your jet?
Yes, yeah. It definitely accelerates a lot faster.
What's going on, JR Aviation? We got a special treat for you all today. Our good friend, Jeffrey the Pilot, is visiting us here in Scottsdale, Arizona. Literally any minute he could fly in on his HondaJet. We're going to grab cars and meet up with him at the FBO right now.
Yeah, so it's really special that he's here because it's a long hike from him from Toronto, Canada, but that is where we visited him last. So now he gets to come to our stomping ground and check out some of the cars, check out our toys, and if we're lucky, he might show us his new toy.
Yes, the new jet. Getting a tour of that would be so cool. But if you guys missed the last video we filmed with him, the first video, be sure to check that out, link down below. He talked about his journey as a pilot, how he got from starting out to being a corporate jet pilot. Like, he flies private jets for a living. How cool is that? So we're gonna learn a lot from him today, and literally we're gonna go grab the cars super quick, head over to the FBO, and just watch the skies, because any minute here he's gonna land. So without further ado, let's get to it. Look at that, busy day at the airport. There's a Citation 10 taking off. We got a King Air taxiing. We got another Citation over there taking off. So here we go, decision of the day. Which cars do we take? We wanna take two. One of the Ferraris and maybe the green UGR. The struggles of owning so many cars. We're trying to get to the green car, but we got a lot of cars in the way, so we're gonna have to move all these bad boys out of the way. Alright, there's the 458 startup. Let's see if we can match that. Got the two cars out here. So we got the red 458 and we got the green machine. So this should be fun. He just landed. He texted me he just landed, so we're gonna go pick him up, and I don't think he's expecting us to bring this, so that should be fun. So let's see if we can find him, and then we'll go for a spin. Oh, look who it is.
Welcome to Scottsdale.
Yes. Well, how was the flight?
It was amazing. It's fine, yeah. Quick 35 minutes.
35 minutes from Vegas to here. Wow, awesome. Okay, so Christian showed up, and now we're gonna go get a tour of the HondaJet with Jeffrey the Pilot. This is sweet. Let's go. There she is. Never seen this plane in person.
No?
Only on your Instagram. Speaking of Instagram, if you're not following them on Instagram already, Jeffrey the Pilot and Jimmy the Pilot. So we tried to get the cars out here, but they weren't too fond of the idea. I guess if you hit a Gulfstream by accident, someone's in big trouble. It was brand new when you guys got it, right?
Brand spanking new. Brand new.
And how many hours are on it now?
70 hours.
70. All the time I see you guys going somewhere. Yeah. Where were you?
We just came in from, well, yesterday we flew from Toronto to Wichita.
Okay.
Wichita into Vegas.
Uh-huh.
And then today, just Vegas into here.
All right, and then next you're going to?
Scottsdale to San Diego.
San Diego.
For a couple days, and then we fly San Diego back to Toronto on Friday.
Sweet.
Wow. 70 hours, that'll definitely give you an opportunity to become super familiar with the jet. Of course, it's something that you have to be super familiar with. So I would love to hear about, you know, from the pilot's perspective versus, I mean, all the YouTube videos that we've seen right now is probably just, you know, like at Oshkosh on display, walking through with one of the salespeople, or maybe if you're lucky, one of the designers or engineers who are working on it. But this will be really great to see what you love about it, how it compares to some of the other planes you've flown.
Okay, all aboard. Whoa, look at that.
Oh boy.
Sweet. Okay, so we got 1 seat, 2 seat, 3, 4, 5. Does that count as 6?
No,
nope.
It's not a belted lab.
Okay.
The new HondaJet Elite, they actually belted the lab, so you can actually put someone there. The aircraft's utility with 6 people on board in the back. That's right. Wouldn't be too good.
You tend to just fly with Jimmy, right? So just you two, or maybe a couple passengers here and there?
95% of our flying is just Jimmy and I up front.
So you're good. Full fuel, you can go very far, very fast.
The only thing that's going on in the back is our bags are chilling. So they get the first class ride, and Jimmy and I are doing all the work up front.
Model year on this plane is?
This is actually a very interesting story. This is like a VinWiki type story with this airplane. It started its life as a 2017, and we picked it up in 2019, brand spanking new. The story of it, that we were given anyway, was the original owner had medical issues. He was a pilot, and he couldn't get his pilot's medical.
Oh, okay.
So
yep.
he kept paying Honda Aircraft Company to keep it and hold on to it and hold on to it, hoping that he would get his medical back. Sadly, he did not, so they let it go back on the market. Took delivery of it after our course in May. So it's a unique airplane to be a 2017 brand new.
So you mentioned after your course on it, so you took, you know, there's a lot of new features with it that maybe you needed to get familiar with and learn all of that.
Right. How was the training?
The training was great. Yeah, the aircraft, I mean, a jet flies like a jet. Most of them fly the same. They're all designed to be as docile as possible given their performance. I'll give Honda full credit. There really isn't any gotchas with this airplane. The only one I could probably come up with was in the wintertime when you're picking up ice on the wing. The flaps are a Fowler flap system, so there's multiple flaps and they're all in the air stream. So you can get ice on them, which means that when you land, you can't bring them up because they may crunch, right? You may get ice in the front and it will not fit snug up there when you retract them. So that's really, in my opinion, the only gotcha of this airplane. Otherwise, it's an insanely docile aircraft that's very efficient. It does the book or better on all performance numbers.
Wow.
And it's the fastest light jet out there right now. We really like it. It's fuel efficient. It's got a great cabin back there for, you know, if you guys went and just sat in some of the competitor aircraft, you'd notice it a lot tighter back there.
I'm really, Christian, just get comfy there. Look, he still has a little bit of headroom despite being how tall we are. Like, this was not built for 6'6" guys in the back.
Look at the,
but here, look at the legroom.
Two handles at the bottom from the side.
Oh.
Levers.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and be able to bring it out.
Yeah, the slide right in.
Oh, snap.
Oh, there it is.
Look at that.
That is good.
Okay, that's awesome.
An aircraft generally is a trade-off of performance, you know, runway performance and cruise speed, range, and overall speed. And then on top of all of that, a fast airplane generally burns more. And this airplane goes faster but burns less.
What was the, how much have you been averaging fuel burn kind of during the ownership?
Around about, at 430, we're at about 100, a little less than 100 an hour.
Wow, yeah, because we were flying, it was the Citation 10 to Palm Springs, like an hour flight.
Right.
I think we burned like 300 gallons or something.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. You burned about the same amount in your Lamborghini coming over here.
Yeah, literally.
We burned from Vegas to here in the airplane.
Yeah, at top speed, that probably drinks it quicker than this jet. I haven't thought about that. Yeah, the fuel burn on the Lamborghini at 250 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I don't know, you'd run out so quick.
I don't know. Underground might know, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, the avionics up there. Can we head up there, check that stuff out? Okie dokie, up front. All right.
It becomes pretty easy once you get a chance to do it.
Wow, okay, wait, that's not bad actually. 6'6" HondaJet. We're good.
And you have lots of room between the yoke and your body.
What kind of avionics system are we working here? Garmin G3000?
Yes, yeah, you nailed it.
All right,
this
sweet.
is the Garmin G3000. Standard installation, 3 main displays. These ones aren't on right now because we're on just battery power alone.
All right.
If we had a GPU plugged in, we could get these going, but they call these GTCs, Garmin Touch Controls down here, and we do everything through these. So we even put your name in here for today.
Oh, look at that. You're saying all touch control. What can you do from these two?
Everything from navigation, communication, to our environmentals, to the lights in the back, our lights on the outside of the aircraft. Literally everything in the airplane that doesn't have a button on here is controlled through the GTC. So we have our oxygen, our pressurization, and then turning on and off our batteries, and our nose wheel steering, and our landing gear, our throttles, our speed brakes, our flaps. This is our windshield heat, our pneumatics, our our fuel panel, our trim panel, and our ice protection panel.
So compared to some of the jets that we've sat in, Christian, this, while still looking overwhelming to somebody who doesn't know planes, is way more simple than some of the other planes we've sat in.
Yeah, you definitely picked up on the ethos of Honda aircraft.
Very modern and simplistic for what it is.
As simple as possible. Less button, less complications, less for the pilot to manage. The system's completely modular and upgradable and changeable.
So cool to be here, because yeah, we sat in one at Oshkosh. I remember, Christian, we were at the Oshkosh when this thing first debuted in 2006, 5?
Yeah, probably
7.
First brought it there. I'm not too sure
the first time. we saw it and we're like, that is the coolest jet. That's so cool. Where do you normally cruise? 44,000 feet?
We're about, we operate generally between 40 and 43.
Okay, 40 and 43. Sweet. Yeah, you're way up there above all the weather, bad,
Yep,
up there with
above
the big
everything.
boys.
Yeah, above pretty much all airline traffic. The only airplane that can go up there for the airline world is the 787, but I don't think I've ever heard one up there before.
Oh, and looky here, we can see where we're at on the map. SDL, can that move?
Yep, I can make it a full map there for you.
Whoa. You can zoom in and out, I guess?
Yeah, I can zoom right in on the airport.
Can you zoom in on our warehouse? Oh, no, not quite.
20 by the end of 2020, but then more after that.
All right, all locked up. So give us the quick little rundown around the plane. So I think this is definitely one of the coolest design aspects of the plane. This is the only plane to have it like this, right?
It
Connected
is,
to the wing instead of the body.
Airplane in the world that's designed this way, increase cabin size without having the aircraft engines and its mounting and its systems as an intrusion in there. So we'll take you around eventually to the cargo area and you'll see where that really shows.
Storage.
The other thing is that you guys notice when you're inside, we have a full lavatory in this airplane with a sink with running water and a fully externally serviced lavatory. No other airplane in its category has that.
Absolutely.
The reason for that is that thing is mounted in here instead of through there.
So then why doesn't every jet do that? What are the cons with this setup? Anything?
No, there really is no cons. It just wasn't the original designs from the day that everybody just kept doing.
Yeah.
So it probably took more time to certify something.
Yeah,
new and
most
radical
likely.
like
It
this.
definitely broke the mold of tradition. And aircraft design is generally based on tradition. A lot of these airplanes you see on the ramp, especially this one right here, is a perfect example.
Yeah.
This airplane here has evolved almost 40 years.
Ooh,
you know,
boy.
to what it is today. Now this is kind of a mid model of that aircraft. The new one called the King Air 250 is a completely different beast, performance-wise, than its predecessor and its originator. So just like aircraft design, they like to use tradition and build upon things rather than clean sheet design.
Learjet 60?
45.
45.
45. Close. You guys are getting there.
We're getting there. Those Learjets are tricky.
Everything you guys do about cars to know that much about airplanes, you're doing
with
pretty
your
good.
help, we'll get there in no time. Wing, okay,
Wing, so fairly standard wing, fairly sizable winglet for the aircraft.
Yeah.
But again, most aircraft have winglets. Actually, in its category, its competition being the Citation M2 and Phenom 100. The Phenom 100 doesn't have any winglets, and the M2 has a kind of a little flick at the end there. It's really
this one looks cool.
This is definitely a true winglet on this aircraft.
Every little curve has something so dramatic, I'm
You
sure.
notice that right here? Like
Just that little curve probably makes a big difference in some regard.
I'm no engineer, but I'm sure there's a reason for that.
Yep. Do you know the kind of engines off the top of your head? What they're called or what kind of thrust they produce?
That's a Honda G combined engine. They combined on it together, so Honda and G helped Honda build
Teamwork.
that.
Only general aviation aircraft that's not an airliner have General Electric engines. So 2050, and it's called the HF 120.
HF 120. So over 4,000 pounds thrust total.
Yes. Yeah.
Sweet.
4,100 pounds.
That'll rocket you along. Wow. So this on any other plane would
probably about half
not
the
this size. Yeah. You can fit like anything you want.
That is really good.
Throw any bags back here? Oh, so it doesn't have reverse
not
thrusters.
Speed brakes that come out of the wing.
Oh.
They come out of the tail.
Well, there we go. We don't want the sun to set too quick because we still gotta take them in the cars. So they were just saying how this plane really sets you back in your seat, but we were just saying how the green UGR really sets you back in your seat. So we're about to find out.
That's a word on the street anyway.
Okay, well, we'll put it to the test, see which one's quicker.
Let's do it.
And then we'll line them up one of these days at a closed airstrip. Race them. Loading up all the luggage into the Uber. We're gonna drop them off at the hotel, and then we're gonna take the 2 cars up in the foothill mountains over there to get a nice view of Scottsdale and get some cool Instagram pictures. Beautiful day. Gorgeous weather, 75 degrees, Gulf streams. What more could you ask for? Just a little update, we made it to the gas station where we are currently filling it up with 95 octane, super premium race fuel.
Oh my God. Yeah, oh my God.
Faster than your jet?
Yes. Yeah. It definitely accelerates a lot faster. Yeah.
Right.
Nothing accelerates like that. It's insane. Oh my God.
This is probably only the 5th time driving it.
Right.
That alone there was really fast. God, and this is the low boost setting. That's why you need an airstrip, the proper tires, proper temps. Everything's got to be right to go full send.
Unbelievable. It's so powerful. It's like a slingshot. It's a car
Rocket
slingshot.
ship. All right, guys, we just finished up getting some cool pictures with that beautiful sunset. But now it is time we head to dinner. All right, Jeffrey and Jimmy, are you ready to hear the loudest thing you've ever heard? All right, we just finished up dinner. Avery's gonna do the honors starting up this monster. And yeah, without further ado, let's get to it. Let's hear this straight pipe 430 breathe to life. All right, Jimmy, Jeffrey, what do you think about that 430?
Oh my God. That is...
What? What? What 430? Lost my hearing.
It's insane. That's like... How illegal is that thing again?
It's pretty legal, but we don't want to talk about that.
Awesome.
Well, you guys showed me your jet, so I had to show you the cars. The green car versus the jet race, I don't know.
That would be
Maybe
fun.
something like that would be fun.
We could
But
definitely do that.
we greatly appreciate the tour.
And the final words of wisdom would be just pilots interacting with aspiring pilots interacting with other pilots and just gaining as much information as you can.
True.
And hangar flying, as they call it, I think really goes a long way, and I think will makes people better pilots.
I like that. That's a big takeaway. If you want to get into aviation, go find people who are already pilots. They are more than willing, 99% of the time, to share some of their knowledge and help out young aviators. So thank you guys for doing that. We will catch you guys in the next one. Be sure to subscribe, like the video, follow these two on Instagram, and we will see you guys in the next one. Take care.